Okay, I can get rid of this. Bring this up. Alright, okay. Huge. Huge. Let's go. Danganronpa is this, oh god, I hate that so much. The Danganronpa, I hate that voice line. It pisses me off to no end. But it's fine, because y'all don't have to hear it, and I didn't this time either, so we're cooking. Right. Let me bring the sound back up. Where is it? Over here. Let me bring up the chat so we can actually see what's going on. Bring you back. Boom. Perfect. And then I think this is the right volume. Boom. Okay. Grab this. Alright, huge. Okay, so go over here. Get rid of you. Perfect. You're fine. Go over to you. Alright. Alright, we're good to go. Now, I did kind of troll a little bit, slightly, not too much, but a teeny tiny bit. I kind of forgot about the clocks, but I didn't forget about the clocks. So I know about the clocks, but for whatever reason, I'm dumb, and I forgot. I thought they were going in a direction to where we'd have an extra hour, but in fact it's actually, we have one less. So I thought we were looking at like a 5.5 or 6 hour stream, and instead we're looking at a 3 hour. So anyway, let's just hop in. I'm dumb is the point. Let's go. So the last time we fell down the big hole because Kyoko betrayed me, and I think maybe Kyoko actually did kill the guy. I think so. Although they said we were guilty, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I think that it was probably Kyoko. If it's me, I'm cooked. So we'll see. Let's see. The rocket and a tank. Better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Oh, okay, so this is just kind of like fan service. Right, like these aren't actually the stuff. Okay, sure. Any of this? Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Monokuma did 9/11 apparently. Alright. Let's see what this door is all about. Rattle rattle. It's locked. Uh-oh. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. If I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, might as well have a goon. Oh, I decided to look around for some food. Kinda rhymes too, so, you know. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Well, yeah, you're not gonna eat frickin' garbage. Next, I searched for some water. Wouldn't you search for the two together? Unless you're just dumb. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? The ones that smell are probably a bad idea. Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. Got Nick A30 out here. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was give up. Oh, go to sleep. Same thing. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. We didn't get molested. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. Debatable. I think that's debatable. I think when you wake up after a sleep, you end up being quite hungry or thirsty, but if you stay awake for the same amount of time, you don't. I don't know if there's like a reason for that, but I feel like that's the case. Can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It's like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, What fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. It better be Kyoko. Crunch. Trash. Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. What the trash? As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? It better be Kyoko's remains. Something fell from above. What could it have been? I mean, she did betray me. I'm still angry. Very validly so, I would say. Alright. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? Yeah, it was Kyoko. It must be Kyoko. Carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash, rude. Yeah, I did call you a piece of trash. I knew it was you. I knew it had to be you. Of course it was. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Nice. Nice. Very good. I'm glad Kyoko finally learned her class. Very good.
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious I'm here to help you? I mean, you could have just thrown the key down. Could have just thrown down the skeleton key. But I guess she didn't want to risk us being dead already, maybe. I'm glad to hear that. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. If she ever had a quick sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
I still see the trash. First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're done. H2O? That's crazy. Thank you! I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me like a freaking prisoner. Within seconds it was in my mouth, making its way toward my stomach. Like a prisoner. Ooh, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. That's not such a bad thing to be good at. Yeah, you're a hoe. Alright, let's go to the door then. I better talk to Kyoko. Well, you have the key, no? Don't tell me you left it behind you, dumb broad. Why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt, or no, to atone. Or did you do the killing?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. Well, I don't know about all that. I ratted you out instantly. Like, frame one. I didn't even have to think about it. But you know, you're here now, and we didn't actually, so it's chill. So you knew that I knew? Well, of course, because we're not that retarded.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that, you didn't abandon me. She did. That's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. So you did do it. Trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but... there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Why did you have to survive? Like, why? Who cares?
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words...
is so that I can do what I can to this school to do. Cool. I have to live and kill everyone else so that I can have an education. Imagine that. The average school shooter excuse. What? I made up my mind to come to Homespeak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming here?
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did once. Once? Until recently I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot. But that's... you forgot. I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory, that's impossible. Mr. Amnesia Man. Then is it really true you lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? We woke up in a classroom. Talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. You saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind that stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? I mean, to be fair, okay, if we have to really guess, what would Kyoko be the ultimate? She's probably the ultimate emo because of all the frickin' cuts on her hands that she doesn't want anyone to see. And she really doesn't say anything, so I'm gonna say the ultimate emo. Part of the Suicide Squad for sure. There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the Mastermind's plans. So the Mastermind just stole them from you.
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the Mastermind. What if I'm the actual ultimate? And I just forgot? What then? Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help?
Why is that?
If I did that and we've all worked as one, the Mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the Mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it, it's just a possibility. I wouldn't imagine that. Not anyone that's alive anyway. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The Mastermind, one of us. She believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself. Okay, but then why me? You know, why me? Why am I special? She knows something about me that she's not saying, I bet.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. Why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the Mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I wouldn't say that. I'd say your man is least likely. Byakugan. I'd actually say we're the most likely, because even we don't know what we are. We're the master of nothing, the ultimate nothing? That seems very suspicious. I see. Your intuition was right though, there's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the Mastermind. Wink wink.
I understand. I should understand everything.
That would be the funniest plot twist ever if we actually are the Mastermind and then we get to kill Kyoko. That'd be peak.
My goal
That would be
isn't to
fire.
get out of here. It's to stay here.
What? It's just like that dream I had before. Boom. Why did that just happen?
Listen.
I have to kill everyone and breed Toko. Oh, dude, wouldn't that be so good if we just killed all the dudes? That'd be peak. Just get all the dudes out, and we just have like the frickin' harem, and they can't escape. Oh, that'd be so good. Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Just a little stray daydream. Even now, I still trust you, you know. You wouldn't trust me if you just heard me. It's just I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced, but not anymore. No, I think that's just her personality. Okay, can we door now? I better talk to Kyoko. I just frickin' talked to her dumbass for frickin' 20 minutes. You said you had a reason for doing all that, investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. Is your ability that you don't take any fall damage? Because how the hell did you fall down here without dying? My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there's someone I had to find here in the school. Oh.
So...
It's the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Why'd you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. You got some Freudian shit going on over here. Freaking Kyoko Freud. Well,
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster. Then that explains. When Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster. Why aren't you the headmaster? You should be the master of head. Actually, Toko. Toko is definitely the headmaster. It's not even close, I bet.
No matter what? So,
Kyoko, what's going on? My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right? Or, if, you know, this is her dad, wouldn't he also be pretty damn smart, and he'd probably know to make it look like that to seem, you know, more legit or whatever? Like, oh no, I hid my files, but actually the room was ransacked.
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor to the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map. This is the map of the dorms. No, it's not. Maybe second floor?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. No, I don't. What frickin' floor is that? That isn't any of the floors. It could be the second one, but still. Found it in the headmaster's room along with Makuro's profile and that key. What if Makuro is your sister? But also, Makuro could be Monokuma, because when in the frickin' tool shed, the lawnmower said Monokuro, Monokuro. Pretty similar, no? It's a little bit too similar to be a coincidence, right? The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Oh, okay. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. Intriguing. Seems like an odd time to remember that, but anyway. How was the day? Welcome, Joey. The day was... I'm not gonna lie. I kinda tossed it away to the wind. That's basically what happened. I had planned earlier in the week, I was like, oh yeah man, dude, Saturday's looking wide open. Holy, we're gonna cook. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of thumbnails so that I don't have to worry about being behind this week or anything like that. And That didn't happen, so I am definitely going to be behind. That's how it goes. Feels bad, man. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there?
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So, what was it like, that part of the school, I mean? It's hard to describe, all I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
so
I can't explain it, you need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get the chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important. And really ominous. And why are we gonna get the chance? Is it going to open up now because we had another murder? I guess so. Can you open this damn door, please?
however,
Of course, once I got to the second floor of the dorms, there were no cameras and no monitors, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. Has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it? If my way of thinking is right, and Mukuro is the same as, you know, the Monokuma, whatever. What is Ikusaba? Is that anything? Like, is Ikusaba like anything at all? I'm kind of curious what it means if you translate it. Ikusaba. What the hell is freaking Ikusaba? Google Translate. Ikusaba. Probably doesn't mean anything, but I'd like to see. You are welcome. Somali. Somali, that ain't right. That ain't frickin' right. Battlehead? What? Yeah, I think Google Translate's a bit cooked. Either that or it doesn't mean anything. I'll just assume it means nothing. I'm probably reading too much into it. It's fine.
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. No! No! That's tragic. That's tragic. Oh, that's so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh jeez. Where the hell are we looking here? Oh, I didn't frickin' save it. Oh well. Anyone else remember my top 3? I know Kyoko was number 1. Oh, what do we have? We have Kyoko. I think Byakugan was 2. And I don't remember who was 3. Who was 3? It wasn't Toko. Hero. I think it was Hero. I'm not sure. If it goes down to number 3, we'll check it. Damn. That frickin' sucks. Alright. So I don't get away with no error. Terrible. Absolutely miserable. Okay, alright. Who did? And I know it wasn't you either. Okay, that's fine. I'm near the end of the game. I don't think so, because there's still 2 more chapters. I don't think I'm that close. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. I was half thinking that, to be fair. I was half thinking that it had to be the mastermind because nobody else even knew about her existence. And the only people who did know were Kyoko, us, and the mastermind. So that really should have been my top 3 logically. But I figured Byakugan would have been smart enough to have maybe spotted her at some point, or read about her in a file, and just not have said anything at all. And because that would be a perfect excuse. He finds out that Kyoko knows about the person, and then when we frickin' kill her, he kills her, And then he can say, oh, what? Nani? Oh, who the hell is this person? I never seen her in my life. And then Kyoko would have to be like, oh, I know who she is. Well, she wouldn't have to, but, you know, still. That's just my thinking. Overthinking everything as usual. Oh well. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ukasaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Homespeak Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations. I wouldn't say that. I think it's more so that, you know, this is the game he made and he wants it to be fair. You know, if he just gets to break all the rules, then what's the point, you know? Still gotta draw 3 characters you chose. Just 2 could help with thumbnails for this game and a thumbnail for the next game. Funny enough, Joey, it's actually 4. I checked that back, it's 4. You get 1 more, so... yeah.
hey,
I'm also bound by my rules. I thought I was getting away lightly, but no, it's 4. There's one other thing that I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikasaba, was that there was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I'll do that stream on Monday. I think. Because... yeah, Monday, because I can't stream Sunday, I can't stream Tuesday, so I'll just do Monday, because it'll be like the one on its own, and that'll be maybe good to do, probably. I could have been the victim.
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean? Yeah, this. During the night. I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. Okay, Shinigami. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. Well, if she knew that, then she could have been saving everybody before. Why couldn't she just save everyone? If she knew they were about to die. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. Why can't I refute that with you sent the letter? She gave us the letter to say under the covers. So why can't we ask her what the letter really said, or if that was her letter, or what it was in reference to? So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not.
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. Well, yeah, but we knew that she's not the ultimate despair. She was the ultimate soldier. So why is she still calling your one the ultimate despair?
That's right.
You're talking about what happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy, whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair?
It would seem...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're...
Indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. I'm sure they're... I'm sure she's pretty chill. I'm still assuming it's Junko, but, you know, I'm sure she's pretty chill. That is the ultimate despair, and that is our real enemy. Pain of a junk food junkie. What the hell is that? Dream Island rocket, that is, I would not have called that a rocket in my wildest dreams. Well, I guess you could, a red rocket, but it's black. Sure. Do you want to say it? Sure. The ultimate despair. Why was that chapter called the... what, the 1,000-mile dash? Junk food... what? Why was it called that? Junk food junkies night... why was it called that? What the hell is the junk food junkie? The only junk food junkie is Hina. And Hina didn't really have anything to do with that case. Was I maybe meant to read more into what that was about? Anyway. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together a skeleton and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity, so it's a group, it's not just one person. Then I guess it could just be everybody. I guess it's just the whole cast. And maybe that's why... maybe that's why the whole point of the game is just to kill Kyoko, because everybody else is actually, like, real. Like, everybody else is, like, in on it. Nobody's dying. It's all just... the whole point is to kill Kyoko. So Kyoko will be the only one that really dies. I guess that could be it, right? That'd be pretty cool. But right now...
Anyway...
right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figure out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. That'd be so weird if everybody was just trying to kill Kyoko. It seems a bit odd. And that doesn't seem right. Because couldn't they just kill her at any time? I don't know, something about that doesn't seem right. I don't think it is a group of people. The idea of it being a group, like the mastermind is a group, I don't know about that. I guess if the group is like a TV company, maybe. They just want to have a TV show that does really well, like this is the original Squid Game or something. Sure. Oh my god. Open it, Kyoko. I've been the last hour freaking asking you to please open the door. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room.
Indeed.
Of course I do. Is this gonna be like frickin' Yuri's pencil that she gives you in DDLC? It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. They can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it, and slid it in the keyhole. You see... Let's see. And then... Yes, it opened. Cool.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here, let's go. Quickly open the door, made her escape from the garbage pit. Cool. Finally. We were finally free. Really? But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Somebody's missing there. Aren't there 7 people left? There was only 6 right there. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Oh, okay, Kyoko is peak, Kyoko is fire. I have, anything that I've said bad about Kyoko, I apologize. It was all just a giant joke. I didn't mean any of it. That is, you know, Kyoko is realistically the best character in the game, by 50 million miles. My only complaint is that she didn't go first on the ladder. Aside from that, absolutely peak. The ladder was impossibly long. It's not the only thing that's impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. It would be like a really funny joke if Monokuma just dropped like an anvil down the ladder. That'd be the funniest shit ever, just like Tom and Jerry style. Just drop an Acme anvil down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. I don't think that's the problem. If he falls and slips, you're getting killed with him. You should have went first if you wanted that. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kinda nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. Yeah, talking will keep her mind off it. Took this to realize that Kyoko was peak. Yeah, because no other characters had this. Hina was close. I hope Toko gets close too. Sup, poor dogs. Sup, whatever that name is. I have no idea, but I welcome. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. Oh, look at... Why is this frickin' speech bubble blocking the view? What the hell are we doing here, frickin', whatever the hell the company's called. What's the frickin' company called? I almost called it FromSoft. From Hard. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. This is how we can uncover the absolute truth. The absolute truth? Oh my god, she said the thing. Dude, it's frickin', this is Big Mac from Code Ran. So you have Big Mac from Code Ran and we have Big Mac from frickin', Danganronpa. Holy moly. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. Oh boy. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. Bro, she's like Vegeta over here. So that explains. Oh, why are we going back to the 4chan posts? Before I came here, when I was looking up info... Oh, we just frickin' typo right there. When I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Well, yeah, but we didn't see anything about anyone, really. Is there anyone here that we did see anything about? 2010 this game's meant to be set on. It's interesting. Ultimate Pop Sensation, so they knew about Sayaka. Baseball, so they knew about Leon. Okay. That's interesting. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family. Yeah, but
However,
not everybody knew anyway. And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You'd have so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Well, I mean, you potentially, probably, most likely could have done that by just never talking to him ever again. Right? Right? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future.
However,
But he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him. Really? Really? I don't know if you'd leave, like, he just left her on her own? I don't know about that one, Big Mac.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me, because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, unfortunately, and I contemplated jumping off and grabbing on 20 feet down, just to see the splendid view. So I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative, and more emotional, and more thick. I don't blame him, you know, he had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
so...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. By any chance were they underneath you going up a ladder? that even made me look at you differently, so I think I think that's understandable. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. Interessant. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that?
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. W view? Yes. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Oh, come on. What? Who cares about this frickin' Big Mac's big ass? I don't give a rat's. Get frickin' Makoto or frickin' Kyoko up there. Good God. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Home's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch in the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. That would be quite unfortunate to get all the way up there, and then to realise that the frickin' hatch was locked. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Oh, nice. Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Home's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary, I was just returning the favour. So who did kill that other frickin'... Who did kill her? This is how we got out of the garbage pit. I never would have imagined that's where this led. Well, I mean... This is the garbage room. You know, realistically, that means that, Leon probably could have gotten away with the very first murder in the game if instead of trying to throw the frickin' shirt and the glass ball into the incinerator, if he just dropped them down the frickin' hole. That would have been, like, super big bro. But anyway. So now, what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out... And I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Oh?
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away anyway. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before, what does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little... no, super uneasy about this. But, we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Okay, let's... Why is Monokuma in the gym? How does she know? All these questions, I don't have a clue. Now, she says the gym. I'd like to go to the second floor class first, but we're probably not going to be allowed to. I also wonder if we can go to our room.
Shall we go?
Need to go to the gym, screw you. Well, I'm curious. I'm starting to think there was like a pattern to the doors and the order of deaths or something, but... I mean, there might be, but if there is, it's pretty complicated. Get us blocking off the stairs, I wonder if this will open up at some point. Well, the fact that the class tri-landed means that it should open up. Since, you know, I know we're not dead, but the class trial ended, so... You know, technically... Right? Technically? Should still count to open up the doors. I am curious who did do the killing, because it does determine how many arts I have to do for the frickin' chat. So we'll see.
Well now.
Well no. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. Is it? I don't think it is a rule. So now I gotta punish you again. And this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. Oh, what?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
no.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? I lose? You explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Oh my god, Code ran out the frickin' wazoo. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose. You talk a big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. She said it again! And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution, he would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They'd assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time you followed the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept this challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Very.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be plausible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it will cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm pre-bared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Bear it!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. So that means we also have to solve the tragedy from a year ago. That's a tough one. All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win. Not the bear jokes. Oh, dude, they're class. But if you can't do all of that, we all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that, for sure. For sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? So he is Junko. He has to be. He's gotta be. Very interesting. Okay, okay. Mukuro's trial is no exception, then it's a part of the regulations, which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... It's a very polarizing approach. I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Holmes Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking, I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you? Why so mad?
Whew.
He seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone, get out of here. Oh, okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Damn. Now, do we get more investigating time, or do we go straight to trial? I'm curious. Monikuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I am curious, but only slightly. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Okay. We gotta read this, okay? Because in the cutscene, in the loading screen, there were only 6 people, but I think there's 7 people alive. So I just want to check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it is just 6. Okay. So everybody out of these characters who is dead, that's it. There's nobody else gonna be dead. That's interesting. What's also interesting is why is student 16 not in here? That seems pretty odd. I don't really like that. Why is the 16th person not in here? It seems a bit odd. Just slightly. But if the mastermind... So, well, this either means that the mastermind is not actually in the school and is outside of the school, controlling Monokuma on the inside, or it means that... Well, no, it can't, because if the mastermind did kill the 16th person, then, you know, it means that the mastermind is one of the students that have already been here. So who we taking? I mean, it has to be Junko. Like, who else could it even be? Couldn't be anybody else. I guess technically it could be the femboy, but there's no way. I wouldn't believe it. I simply can't believe it. It definitely could be. And that would be a very smart way of doing it, but there's just no way. There's no possible way. Could it be Celeste? I think Celeste has that kind of personality that it could be her. But I don't think so. These two are quite similar. Their eyes are almost identical. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Are they like freaking sisters or something? What the hell is going on here? Celestia Ludenberg, I forget what her actual real name was. What the hell was her real name? I don't freaking remember. Doesn't say. Oh, I don't remember. Oh well. Who else could it have been though? Nobody? It wasn't Sakura. Not Toko. Not Hina. It could be Kyoko. But I don't think so. Not Sayaka. Definitely not Hiro. Not him. Although, it could be him. And it does bear wondering why all these guys have photos of them being alive. Like, together. So, it's just weird. It's just so weird. I don't know. And they did say it was a group of people that were the mastermind. So, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We'll just play the game and find out. Whatever. Whatever, we'll just play the freaking game. Alright, what was that chapter called again? It doesn't, damn, sucks. I wanted to know because it was a really freaking long, weird, title. Hi, hello, WFTBP? What the hell do I breathe? How do I freaking make that better? Waft Bipolar. You're gonna be Mr. Bipolar. Mr. Polar Bear, that's you. Celestis and Junko's sister? Oh, okay. Don't you do the fair jokes? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to get one and I felt left out when Monokuma was doing it. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. I don't think that's true, but I do think it's kind of cool that they did accept. I think from a TV standpoint, it makes sense. And you can't really have them whittle down till there's only 2 people left, because if there's 2 people left, or even 3 people, because when there's 3 people, one person, you just kill one of them, and then the other person, it goes to the vote, and it's freaking 1v1, like it doesn't work. I don't know. You're Mono? Don't know if you ever went by that name in here. I have no clue, boss man. I've never seen this man before in my life. Can we speed this up? We have a whole ass sequel to get through? What the heck? All today? No, not all today, boss man.
because
No chance. It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down. Yeah, what was this about? So how was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? To be honest though, I don't think we're gonna get this finished tonight. I think I'll stop before the trial. Because I figure that's gonna take quite a while and I don't think I have time to do it, so... I think that's... I think we'll stop when we get to there, if we get to there. Because I think it'll take a freaking long time to even get to there. So, we'll see. They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. We need to beat the entire sequel today, literally now. Hey look man, I don't know who you think I am. I'm not, I can't frickin' stop time. I'm not frickin' Santa Claus, my bad. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason.
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
it would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. Well, because the ultimate despair, or whatever it is. Maybe. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have been killed. Would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point.
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. Yes, we're the hope of the world, and they want to kill the hope of the world. Probably. Oh, welcome Ultimate Art Dealer 34. Might be a Pokemon, how rare you show up to these live streams. That's understandable, that's good. Frickin' Kyoko's ass, that's what's good. We got a great view of it earlier. You missed
right.
it. Worth rewinding, probably. For those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
it's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, the mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That's precisely the reason. Well, he did kill one person. Well, technically two now, but he did kill Junko, and he did kill the other frickin' character, so we'll see. Game gives you PS3 2005 vibes. I think this is a little advanced for PS3. No? I think so. I don't remember anything this I don't remember anything looking like this on the PS3. I don't think so. PS3 was pretty granny. I never actually, like, I never noticed before, but it actually was. When I went back to it for a while, I was like, "What? This is freaking ass." Even Club Penguin. Oh, Club Penguin's crazy. I never had Club Penguin. I remember it was massive when I was a kid. And I don't even know why it shut down, because there was loads of people, like, still on it. It was like, all those, like, freaking websites were super popular back in the day. They had them for, like, every IP. They had, like, Club Penguin ones. Like, every cartoon show that was on, they had one. So, I don't know why it even shut down, but anyway. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of the regulations. There she is. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. I just don't know about Junko being dead. I just don't know. I don't know. The only, like, real reason that I'm thinking is Junko is the speaking mannerisms. The only two characters in the game that say like and like all that trash is frickin' it's Kyoko and Junko, or frickin' Junko and Monokuma.
Right.
No, this game in Danganronpa 2 came out on the PSP. Really? Interesting. What was, like, the most graphically, like, goated PS3 game? I guess it would have been something like Uncharted or The Last of Us or something like that, like a live-action thing. But in terms of... I guess I never really played any anime games on frickin' PS3, so... I played stuff like, I played, like, some cartoony stuff, though, like Spyro and, Crash Bandicoot, and what was the other one? Tide the Tasmanian Tiger. It's like, those were really not, like, up to this level, I feel like. But I could be wrong. Maybe. So instead they tried to use the class trial following all the proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, that made me out to be the killer. The trial didn't have a right answer? But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge. Realistically, that means that the game would have ended if we had have actually died and the femboy didn't save us. If the femboy didn't save us, then the game would have ended and everyone would have, you know, got to escape, yeah? I'm pretty sure.
however,
I'd have to assume. It's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone?
however,
Is that really possible? I think it's possible. With everyone that's left alive, sure it is. Everyone that's still alive is pretty chill. Except Hero. Hero's dumb. He's freaking tapped.
anyway,
Right now we have to go find the
Shall we
others.
go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Yeah, everyone else is kinda chill though. Hina's super chill, Byakugan is pretty smart. Toko's chill as long as frickin' Byakugan steps on her every now and again. So, kinda interesting. I still never used the store. Is there any point to buying stuff in here? Or, like, is it just for gifts and stuff? Like, is there any reason for me to buy this stuff? Cool. Can I just, like... Can I just, like, put in all my frickin' didgeridoo? Can I just put them all in? I'll just put in 99. Do I get 99 items for 99 coins? I just got one. I just got scammed. Oh, what the heck just happened? I blew up the machine. Lucky. I'm lucky, apparently. Wow, I got 2 capsules for 99 coins. Oh, wait, 3! Oh my god, we're popping off. Holy shit. Whoa. We got the Earth. Oh, we're getting more. Holy shit. Dude, this is like my P5X stream where I pulled the twins and the frickin' weapon back to back. Holy moly. That was crazy. Wow. Incredible. Good. I frickin' beat the game. W. Nice. Okay. We beat the gambling. Apparently, maybe. Alright, let's go back to the dorms. Despair Hotel. First, welcome CNN. I feel like this does fall down more and more every time someone dies, right? I could be wrong about that, but we'll see. Kyoko... What'd you miss? You missed Kyoko fan service. We got to look up her skirt, and now I have a more favourable opinion of her. That's what you missed. So where is everybody? Nowhere. The heck? Hello? Kyoko is where? Why does it say Kyoko is here? Am I just blind? Am I frickin' blind? It says Kyoko's here. Well, when you'll go back? I'm not sure when, but if you kind of drag through the timeline, you'll definitely see it, because it's on the screen for a good while. It's there for a good minute. Probably about, like, half an hour ago, maybe? I'd imagine. 20 minutes ago? Probably. And suddenly we were greeted with... Scraggia you again. Is he broken? No, he's just retarded. I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Yo!
Makoto?
Is that a pair of freaking Hina? Holy moly, you're alive. Fire. Great to see you. Oh my days. Why is Toko looking so happy? I thought she was simping for the freaking guy. Holy moly.
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Peak.
You survived?
The ladder is... yeah, the ladder's peak, man.
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Byakuya. Don't step on me like
I'm just
Toko, I might
asking
know.
to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I busted. Oh. I started to tear up. A single white tear rolled down my leg. GG.
What?
Wait, what's that smell? Oh no. It's my single white tear.
What the heck?
Yeah man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto, he smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo! Shoo! And in a flash my tears dried up. But why doesn't Kyoko smell like ass? She was down there with us. Hello? The heck?
Makoto.
They're freaking racist. There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial? Oh, also, by the way, I guess technically, since if Monokuma is the one that killed the mystery student, then that means that I was completely off on my guesses, and I'm gonna have to do 4 more frickin' Earths. So, chat, whatever you all think, and agree to, you go ahead. Whatever. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Earths that I will have to stream at some point, and I don't know when that'll be, but at some point for sure.
In other words,
Last trial, we're gonna redo Makuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me, or any of you. Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time, and did what he had to do to stop it,
However,
but his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? No. I didn't at all. I killed frickin' Kyoko's ass in a heartbeat. I didn't give her a chance. I frickin' offed her, and the 3 of us just frickin' bred frickin' Hina around the clock, and it was absolutely peak. But unfortunately, that reality is not real, and so we're here, and I'm alive. And so is she, unfortunately. You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went to negotiate with them to have the trial 1 more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to get the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind.
Hmm.
But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh no!
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive battle, final battle, a rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Maybe. But this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. But we don't really. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Eh? You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Holmes Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? And Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. But why?
So, in other words...
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma would could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Holmes Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And then add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them.
That's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way.
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. My guy, Big Mac, frickin' put his brain on. Very nice. Alright, then 4 characters you gotta draw is Ibuki, and Peko from Danganronpa 2, and Kyoko and Celeste from this game. Oh, Jesus. I mean, if nobody contests it, I mean, sure. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. I don't think it is. I don't think so. No, it can't be. I guess technically it could be Kyoko. Like, maybe Kyoko actually has, like, a frickin' smartwatch underneath her gloves that she doesn't want you to see instead of scars. And she's, like, controlling everything by frickin' pressing the buttons on it. Like, I don't know, man. But that would be so pointless, I feel like. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate to spare, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? Did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
maybe this snuck off and controlled him in secret.
But
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Eh? Eh?
This is a school announcement.
No.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but
No.
at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
Oh.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Oh.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Okay.
Then we can all meet up
Cool,
at the
cool,
class
cool, cool.
trial, okay?
Draw Diana 4 times, 4 Diana thumbnails. Alright, boys, you're gonna have to come to some agreement. We gotta have some agreement. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. Why is that in yellow? That was in yellow before too, right? Togami. I've no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Bye.
Well done. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. It just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too. Oh, do we get to go with Hina, please? Please. Please, 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 please.
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Hey, Hina. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? No, Hina, I'm right here. We're cooking, Hina, come on. You and me, laddie, come on. How about you, Hina? No! Damn you, Hina. I guess I'll do the same thing.
but
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know.
I mean,
But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everybody else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
But I thought you were gonna do your shit on your own. You just said you were gonna do your shit on your own. What the heck? She freaking lied. She gaslit everyone else. What the heck? It's a magnanimous agreement. To be fair, you did say you got 4 choices to choose from. But that was from the last stream. You still got those 4. To be fair. This is just the 4 for this time. Let's agree Rex just needs to draw 8. Well, I have to draw 8 anyway, because I do own the frickin' 4 for Joy. The 2... What was it? Ibuki? Was it Ibuki from Danganronpa 2? Kyoko from Danganronpa 1, I think Toko as well, and somebody else, I don't remember. Only have 1 character but 4 times. Oh, Jesus. Do you like Diana Pragmata? Haven't seen it. I'll show you. Fine. Okay, fine. Everybody, it's Diana Pragmata. Wow. Woo. Yippee. Wow, look, it's Diana Pragmata. Wow, yippee. Whoa, Diana. Wow, yippee. Woo. Yippee Zuza. Diana Pragmata. Wow. Wowie zowie. Oh, Jesus. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before. I know where I'm going first. If they don't like railroad me into doing what they want, like what they want me to, I know exactly where I'm going first.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth by any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. Well, not one of us 6, but one of the others that are dead. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by taking another look around Mukura's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we found out who killed Mukuro Ukasaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door of the data center with Monokuma's face on it. That's the first place I'm going. That's what I had in mind. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was. That should be open now, right? After that I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. I'm guessing that they're not going to let me explore everything, so I should explore in the order that I think is most valuable. I should go with like the highest to the lowest priority, in case they decide to like screw us and say that like, oh, you ran out of time, time's up. Maybe. Hopefully, we'll see. Diana's the main character of the upcoming Capcom game, Pragmata. It's gonna be huge, and Rex is gonna cover the game on launch. True. Can't wait for Pragmata to be a secret Mega Man game. I've never played Mega Man. I've seen a little bit of it, but look, man, I think it'll be cool. I think Resident Evil 9 has given me, I don't know, Resident Evil 9 was cool. I think that Pragmata could be cool because it kind of gave me vibes of Vanquish. I kind of got Vanquish vibes off it, which I loved Vanquish. It didn't have all the coolness of Vanquish, but it had the same kind of vibe. Like a very similar setting, stuff like that. It seemed kind of similar, right? A little bit. Woo. Finally gets to cover a game on launch. I covered Re 9. We did Re 9. I didn't do videos on it, but you know, irrelevant. It's kind of stupid, dude. Before the game even came out, I freaking went on YouTube and all these freaking YouTubers had like the full game uploaded before it even launched. I'm like, oh, the heck? The hell? That's freaking crazy. What am I meant to do? I'm just cocked. Alright. So, whereabouts was the door with the face? It was in the data lab, right? I wanna say it was data lab. Ba 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 Think it's a soft reboot of Mega Man? Really? Diana's definitely a roll 2.0. Interesting. Playing Mega Man 1 can technically say that counted as experiencing war. Freaking Yellow Devil. Yellow Devil's a chone. Is it that hard? Is it that hard? Holy. Mako, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured if all the doors in school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So you open it. Oh, thanks. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. That's chill. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Yellow Devil makes Sans look like a pussy? Sans was a pussy, to be fair. Realistically, Sans only had one attack that... Like, once you got Sans' attacks down, like, it's actually pretty chill. It's just you had to get all of the attacks down. Like, you couldn't just learn, like, 2 or 3 of them, you had to learn them all. But, like, it was kind of chill, it just took a little bit of time, you know? Oh wait, let me take cover first, I don't want to get exploded. Ina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. And we fell fast first on the floor. 4186, that seems like a very important number because it's all around the room. That seems to be the most important numbers. There is other ones, 8253, 464, 648. But 4186 definitely seems to be the most prevalent one. My first impression was... Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Whoa, it's Monokuma's gaming chair, look at that. Oh, he's got freaking paw hands, that's kind of cool. That's kind of funny. Sure. Like playing Toho with tank controls? Oh, is it a Toho style game? Interesting. Is Danganronpa as edgy as it looks? Wanna play it with the slow, really slow animation and FNAF music turns it off to you? FNAF music? Really? I've FNAF music. Really slow animation? Well, there is no real animation, right? It's just like... It's just freaking PNGs, it's just a visual novel. I think it's good. It's worth playing if you like mystery games, because some of the mysteries are actually complicated. They're not like super easy every time, so I'd say so if you like that type of game, definitely. Although if you do plan on playing it, I'd say hop out now, because we're at the frickin' end and we're gonna spoil everything for you, so GG. It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Fumi'd probably freak out if he saw a cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. And could that mean?
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Are we just gonna die? Are we gonna find out that we're like a frickin' spaceship or an airplane or something and we're just gonna frickin' crash? That'd be interesting. But hold on, you can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? It was the Monokuma sound effect. Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but... I think it was that one, the button that says Data Center. Data Center. Took a good look at the control panel and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. Just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. Interesting. Maybe it locks or locks the new person? Maybe? Maybe? It's a good game, but I play slow. Come on, I What do you want me to do? Do you want me to frickin' speed read everything? Is that what you want me to do? That's crazy. Bullshit Riz animations? The Sakura animation was peak. Yeah, man. Sakura running into the field with a frickin' sledgehammer was fire. Oh, like, the data center, that's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yes, please, I'm kind of scared of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Okay, fine then, I'll go out and die like the big brave man I am. We turned off the lights? We did not turn off the lights. Did I just hear what I think I heard? We spawned in Monokuma. Ooh. Is that Monokuma? Huh. Roar, give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted. How'd you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Are you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Okay. So that basically confirms it's Junko then. For 100% sure. Very nice. Very cool. And I guess, well, I guess there's a chance that the Monokuma initially was the 16th person, and then Junko killed her and took over. Or they were working together, and then Junko decided that she was gonna be the, like, solo mastermind. Maybe? Something like that, possibly. Oh, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
How do you know it's not Hifumi? Chad Hifumi? Well, because if it was the Chad Hifumi, then Monokuma would, like, be molesting everyone in their sleep. Like, I think that's how we know it's not him. What, for real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Also, that chair is way too small for him. Like, that's way... he'd frickin' break that shit if he sat in it. Like, let's be real now. Which means the Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey,
maybe the Mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. It begs the question, why didn't Kyoko go there with the skeleton key? You know what I'm saying? Like, Kyoko just went to the second floor of the dorms. Like, why wouldn't she instead go to there? Like, I mean, that's a much more interesting place to go to. He faked his death once before.
But
Like, yeah, technically Hifumi did fake his death once, but I don't think he could do it again. I don't think so. If you're right, I'd love that to be right, but I don't think so. In fact, I'm so confident that it's not Hifumi. I'll put my freaking guess down now. How about that, Will? I'll put my official guess down now. And I guess what we do, we'll have to do like some like super duper freaking special punishment if I get it wrong. Right? Who is the mastermind? Right? We got... if I get it wrong, we'll do like Kyoko Rule 34. How about that? Yeah, we'll do that, right? Something like that. So I think we'll be fine. Cause who else could it actually be? Yeah, Master Minnow. Yeah, true. I think Junko. I can't imagine it being anyone else. The speaking mannerisms, freaking everything. Like, who else could it be? Like, who else could it actually be? Legitimately. It's none of the 6 who are alive. This has basically confirmed that. So it has to be somebody who was dead. And they said a class trial will start if a student kills another student. Technically, Monokuma is a student, so even if he really did kill Junko, then we would have had to do a class trial because Monokuma is a student, is being controlled by a student. So if Junko really died, that would have been a class trial, but it wasn't, which means Junko has to be alive. So, like, who else could it be? It's none of the 6 who are alive. It's not this guy. He's too clapped. It's not him because he's clapped as well. It's not Leon because he's freaking clapped too. Hifumi is too fat. I mean, Hifumi probably has the creativity for it because he's the fanfic guy, but I don't see it. Sayaka, no way. Because she crashed out over the whole idol thing and she wanted to get out, so... I mean, you were as like a childhood friend, so it wouldn't have been her. Sakura fought against Monokuma, almost died, then killed herself. Not her. Celeste... I hope it's Celeste, because that means that she's at least alive. That would be pretty fire. Now, it could be the femboy. The femboy is the only other character it could actually legit kinda be. Like, I think it's the only other argument you could make is him. So, if I'm wrong and it's not Junko and it's the frickin' femboy, I'll be pissed. That's all I can say. That would be awful. Cause Kyoko was too busy getting a rise out of the audience. Mastermind could be Hero. Hero's Super Souls. Hero is mentally retarded. Like, straight up. He's not faking. He's just actually that branded, I think. He could be playing dumb. Celeste is also high probability. I don't see it being Celeste. She is the ultimate gambler, to be fair. But, like... I don't know. Her color scheme is a bit similar to Monokuma, the black and white and stuff. So... I see what you're saying. But, like... Like, she's dead though, right? She got frickin' tied up to the castle and burned. So nah, there's no way. What if you told me there was a detail, not even joking, that gives away the identity of the bear that you completely missed? Really? Oh, give me a small hint. As to whereabouts in the game was the detail, or what was it, like, what was the detail? Well, don't tell me what the detail was, because that'll give it away, but, like, I'm curious where it was. Was it, like, in the intro or something? I just missed it. That'd be horrible. That means they've been inside the school this whole time? Yeah. Guess that'd have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very polarizing approach, I know. Yeah, we got this. What part are we at? Yeah, we're at the end. Mr. Wall Artist. We're pretty near the end. Probably not going to finish tonight though. Probably won't make it. I don't think so. There's no hint you could possibly give. Oh, it's that, like, obvious. And I somehow missed it. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh, that sucks. Reasonably mid-game. Okay. Mid-game. Well, the one detail I saw that was pretty mid-game was where he was just, he spammed like, he was just talking like Junko. That's the main reason why I think it's Junko, just the frickin', the part where he started spamming like over and over. Like, I feel like that's the only thing, that was like the first thing that was like, wait a minute, hang on. Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. So only one person is going to be able to investigate each room?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just stopped moving. Then that room.
Yep.
Are we saying that the person was in there right now? Eh?
Yes, indeed.
Ah? That's crazy. Funny enough, Hermione's right, but no spoilers. Damn. It's damning evidence. It's like insanely damning. Took all you had not to point it out when it was on screen. How could I have missed something like that? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? Oh, no. Could I have checked that then and there? Could I actually have checked that? Could I have checked that? There's no way.
Too bad.
Can't be open, never mind. Doesn't matter. That's fine. Chill. That's fine. Perfect. Alright. He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Then when I said we should leave, that hatch couldn't be open from the outside anyway, so it's not your fault.
sorry.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we've left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found out. Nice, you've got me all motivated again. I'm out, see you later. Okay, I see. Critical thinking clearly doesn't come easily to me. Dude, okay, my bad for not frickin' doing a frame-by-frame analysis of the game like I'm a frickin' one of those game theorist frickin' dudes. Come on, no, what the hell? Like, yeah, it's probably one of those things that's super obvious, like, after you've already played the game, and I bet you all missed it on your first frickin' playthrough too. Oh my god, the cheek of you. Unbelievable. Feels bad. Wanted to tell you to look at a certain spot in that Monokuma room, couldn't you tell me? That's fine. I mean, we couldn't open it anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Raw. We couldn't get in here before, which I think is interesting. This could be interesting. Love when Hina makes that scared face, while Iris is hot. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. Cold? Is cold relevant? It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Well, we are. Tarp. Tarp's always a clue, no matter what. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. Yeah, tarps are always a clue. How many frickin' doors are there? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. On the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights, but on the other side, they're all off. Seen something like this before. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. There's 10. Let's get frickin' opening these up. Crack open a cold one real quick. Where's the femboys one? Oh, we can't frickin' open it? Damn you. It's more interesting this way. Good LP for your entertainment. Come on now. Come on now. There's some kind of hold on, I should probably write down. Are y'all happy with the frickin'... If I'm wrong, are we all happy with the frickin'... well, what should we do? I feel like y'all want Kyoko most, right? I imagine. Right? I think. Also, should I be betting on the other cases? Like, are the other mysteries something I have to solve, or are they kind of irrelevant? Because if I have to solve those two, we could add more kind of bets. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadavere needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadavere, and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. Interesting. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. Instruction manual for the fridge. Looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. But why can't we crack open the boys? About those lights by each slot. Looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. I'm guessing that the reason the 16th student isn't in the handbook is so as that you would see something like this, and you would do the counting, and you'd forget to add the extra person. And then you would be like, oh, that's normal. So that's interesting. Crazy. Smash? Should we smash them? Solve all mysteries. Okay, but if I have to solve all mysteries, can you guys at least tell me what all of the mysteries are? As far as I know, there's gonna be maybe 3 or 4. There's probably gonna be the murder, the tragedy from a year ago. There's probably gonna be who the mastermind is, and then there's probably gonna be where are we? Where are we might be a mystery. Cause if they said that like it was a cockpit and we have an oxygen like system in the physics lab, like the physics lab has the oxygen generator. Space? Are we on a spaceship? I mean, the game starts with frickin' Monokuma launching a guy in a space rocket. I don't know. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's dead right now, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Is that all that's in here? That's it. We can't open these? That seems odd. Well, it's not odd, we probably need the password. I also forgot the number from the room that I probably need. 4186, I think. I'm probably wrong. Oh, excuse me, probably wrong. Ever let anybody tell you that you're not a man of culture? What the heck? Not me. Well, come on, why am I catching stress? We're all saying Toko's not peak. I don't get this frickin' Toko not being peak. It's disrespectful in the worst way possible. Now, if I have to. Like, I'm still here thinking that, like, they're not gonna let us look at every room. So, I think going to the room where the tragedy took place is gonna be important. And then maybe dorm 2. And then we'll see after that. We'll see. Ba, ba, ba. You need to solve the mystery of mysteries. What is the mystery of mysteries? What are mysteries and why do they exist? That seems pretty impossible. We have to find the perfect solution. I find it kind of weird that y'all are simping for Kyoko, But no, we gotta actually, I gotta show you all this, because I have a strong argument that y'all are gay, by the way. So just bear this in mind, alright? Just bear this in mind. Okay? I think y'all are gay. I just have to prove this, because y'all won't believe me otherwise, okay? Alright, we have this guy. We have this guy. We'll make him nice and big. Oh, well, not freaking, not sideways. Put you over there. Very nice. We have our boy Makoto. Okay. The similarities will shock you, right? And then Kyoko from Danganronpa. I don't know, man. I think you all might be gay. I gotta toss out the possibility. It might be the ultimate truth, as they say. Why are they so similar? They even said the same things. She's a master detective, he's a master detective. They both got purple eyes, they both have white hair. Well, why? Why are they the same? They're literally the same. They even got the same freaking eyelashes. Hello? Why are they identical? Like, literally, you add hair to freaking Makoto and you have Kyoko. That's it. That's it. You add that, GG. Disgraceful. Ah, here we are. Okay, we found it. Perfect. Perfect. Telling what the mysterious, mystical mysteries is a mystery for a reason. Interesting. Kyoko's racked out. Why did I not notice the rack? What rack? Crazy. Rex is the type of guy to say that Jenna Ortega isn't hot because she's... No! Hello? Well, me. We're saying me. Is not a frickin' Jenna Ortega. Hello? Y'all are real. Holy shit. I'm on a frickin' island over here. Y'all... hello? Alright. My frickin' best video in the last frickin' year, probably. Unfortunately. Jenna Ortega Goon Juice. Frickin' I'm not a simp for Jenna Ortega. I will not hear such frickin' slander. Jenna Ortega Goon Juice. Moments to goon to. Hello? Hello? Bruh, I swear y'all don't even frickin' know who I am. Unreal. Disgraceful. We're saying I don't have to investigate this room? Really? Huh? We're saying that that's not important. Alright, sure. If it's not important, it's not important. Who am I to judge? Okay, alright. Let's go second floor dorms. What am I smoking? Dude, frickin' Jenna Ortega's peak, hello? Have you not seen the Fanta cans? Y'all are trolling. Makes the type of guy to make a Jenna Ortega video and use Rocket League for the footage. Dude, yeah, but it's like, what else am I gonna do? I'm not gonna frickin' draw her. I don't want her to see it and then think I'm a disgusting creep. You know, then my chances with her are ruined. I'll never get to Smash. That'd be, like, I might as well frickin' kill myself if I frickin' lose the opportunity, man. Hello? That classroom has no lore relevance. None. Huh? The tragedy from 1 year ago? Are we serious? Okay. I'll believe you. Rex has no lore importance? That's crazy. I mean, it's true for now, but someday I will have lore importance. When I'm frickin' clapping Jenna Ortega's cheeks, man, y'all are gonna be frickin' changing up your tunes. That's all I can say. That's not a rape threat, by the way. That's no sir. Talking about the tragedy? The tragedy from a year ago. Hello? Boys, come on now. What the hell is this? What? Huh? Why is there blood on the floor? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. That classroom does have Thank you, Joey. I knew you wouldn't lie to me. Holy. They go for a reason. Okay, well, we can't get in there. We can get in here. Interesting. And... Alright, Makoto, are you gonna be a big pussy and not go in here again? Girls' bathroom, I can't bring myself to go in. What if it's super important? A giraffe? That's pretty cool. That reminds me of the 64 Zoolan. That's pretty sick. A bit of a throwback, y'all wouldn't get it, but pretty cool, I think. There's a lot of shit up here. What the heck? It's not lore importance, it's lore impotence. There's no way. Made a video about Genertega Gunjus. She thinks you're a disgusting incel. Incorrect. Incorrect. No. You see, the Fanta can. Y'all haven't tasted the Genertega Fanta. Like, you don't understand. Your life changes when you drink Genertega's Fanta. I don't know if it changes when you drink Megan's Fanta, but I haven't drank Megan's Fanta, so I wouldn't know. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. Has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko! I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Oh, a regret? Whoa, you're frickin' tiny over there. You were massive a minute ago, and now you're frickin' small. Oh, look at the drink. Bro's drinking. Excuse me. Apologies, it's the frickin' goon juice. Nothing I can investigate. The computer. As far as I'm concerned, it had no relevance. It definitely, absolutely has relevance. Hello? Brother. As far as I'm concerned, it had no relevance. It's covered in blood. Okay, man. Dude, the rage bat's freaking crazy. Unbelievable. Somehow you're getting better. You're all getting better on it. Unreal. There's a PC on the desk. It must belong to the headmaster. Okay.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
Jen Ortega twerking compilation. Jen Ortega freaking edits. You know, what a peak search results. There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. If it's a group, that means it's all of the dead students, or at least some of them. At least all the ones we've seen in the photographs. But I still don't think that makes sense. Is that a secret door over there? That's a frickin' secret door. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is, not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do, is a complete Kirigiri failure. Okay, but what if he's big branding you and he actually left you to come and solve this, and you won't be able to solve it without his information? Maybe. Joey acting like expired meat spoils the whole thing? How is there spoiling? Dude, how is saying that that room is relevant spoils it? Holy shit, man, unbelievable. That frickin' secret door though. Pretty sure whatever info we can get our hands on. I see, that's a good outlook to have. I think this is trolling. This is a lie. Although, there were 5 people in the photographs in total. Or was there 6? There was Celeste, there was Hifumi, there was Leon Mondo, there was the Stalin. Junko? I don't think Junko was in the photos. And Sakura wasn't in the photos. Was Sayaka in there? Oh, Sayaka probably wasn't there. That'll take it over 5. I don't remember though. What about the secret door? What about the secret door? Rex normally only drinks Note. What? Bro's having indigestion from swallowing loads? You don't drink Notes, you eat Notes, you silly goose. That could be anybody's blood, yeah, of course. Clearly that's where they emptied the blood buckets from the morgue. Oh, of course, yes. And can you explain why the frickin' chalk outlines on the floor and the frickin' scratches on the walls? What's the reason for that, too? Crazy. Could be Kyoko's hymen. Sure, man. Side note, why is the blood in that room red, but the blood from the dead dude's pink? I've said that too. I don't know the reason. I'm sure it's gonna be some Code Red bullshit where they say it at the end, but it doesn't actually really matter super much. Like, you could say in Code Red it mattered because it's like, oh, well, that's how you can tell they're zombies. It's like, well, no. And also, the same as in that game, in this game, they also call it red despite the fact it's pink. It's pink, but the NPCs have already called it red. Byakugan said, it's red. So it's like... I don't know why it looks pink, but they're all saying it's red, so I don't know. Unless they're pulling a Code Red again, but whatever. If they do, they do. I don't think it'll be super relevant to the story. I guess it's like, oh, they're actually robots and they're not real and, you know, you're not actually killing them, they're just dolls full of fake blood, ooh. Come on. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? You're a freaking defect, Makoto, you retard. Alright. We made it to the end without giving it away.
So...
Dude, what is there to give away about the blood? It's not gonna be anything. There isn't a thought going through my mind. Dude, the rage bed's crazy. He has no clue the implications. Sometimes Rex has thoughts, just like sometimes he's funny. It's not often, but sometimes his lizard brain lights up. Oh my lord. Don't know how I could spell this out any clearer without just saying it. You don't need to say anything. There's nothing to say. You're all just... all that's happening here, right? Like, this is all that's happening. It's the same thing that frickin' caught me on the frickin' last 2 investigations that screwed me over. It's like, oh, here's the investigation. Here's the frickin' pot of clues. And really, you have, like, this piece and this piece and this piece. And, like, this one and this one are relevant and this one isn't. And all you guys are doing is you're just freaking throwing more shit in the pot. And you're just like, oh yeah, dude, look at this, look at this, look at this. Like, oh, look at all this. Oh, the room, the blood. Oh, freaking Kyoko's hymen. Wow. Like, okay, man, sure. Come on now.
Indeed.
Breeze. There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. Well, frickin' open it then. Is it the number from the data center? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. Oh, you just push it open. Saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up. What if it's your name, Kyoko? What if your dad loves you?
However...
What if you don't have daddy issues, you just made them up in your head? I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on. The numbers in the data center? No, maybe. Maybe not. It's spunk mixed with blood, that's why it's pink. Oh, shit, why didn't I think of that? Didn't even consider that all the outlines were conveniently in the shape of existing characters. They were all Sakura shaped. Yeah, of course. Kyoko's hymen is important to me at least, of course it is.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this, why can't I try? Let me try. Geez, so there's a hidden room she couldn't get into, that's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue lying in there, but maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there we need to figure out the password. If Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No way, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. Kyoko.
What?
Huh? Sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it, I mean it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Maybe if her dad is Freud, if Kyoko is Kyoko Freud, the password will be Kyoko. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, do whatever you want. Okay, frickin' pissy panties. Frickin' get out the way, you dumb bitch. Alright. Frickin' crack open the frickin' hacker skills. Feeling like a fanboy out here.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. We'll see. That guess here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. Typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. Suck my balls, Kyoko. How about that? Crazy. That did it. Kyoko, it worked.
why?
Why? Why does my dad love me? Oh, how dare he? Sure. Oh man, freaking Kyoko's about 3 steps away from being a Hello Kitty girl. That'd be pretty cool. It'd make her a lot more interesting. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko? Yeah, I opened the door and you're going in first. Screw you, Kyoko. Plot twist, the computer explodes. Yeah, maybe. Guys, that's a cool photo on the drawer. Wow, what a cool photo. What a piece of important lore to the mystery. Let's have a closer inspection. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. Oh no, you silly goose, the important clue is on the left. Oh, you silly Billy. A present wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. I'd better check out the suspicious present before I do anything. Well, I want to check out the suspicious photo. Oh, okay, fine. Whatever. There's a brightly coloured box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. It's not my present. Why don't you open it and stop being a freaking spoiled bitch? She's just like, my dad loves me. My dad bought me a birthday present. Screw him. I hate men. Like, okay, freaking Kyoko, relax. Why, you think it's dangerous? It's dangerous. The love of my parents might kill me. But surprising, probably.
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? You're saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Without the S? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Don't mind if I do. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. I'm gonna goon to that photo. Screenshot it. Oh man, I don't know if I want to be doing all that. The gooning maybe, but the screenshotting, maybe not. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... She said not to scream. Why are we screaming? Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh, it's gonna be his head. Ah, it's gonna be his head. Yeah. Yeah. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It's the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Kyoko said just as I thought. I have to find out what you meant by it. Screw you, frickin' Kyoko, you bitch. Oh no. Kyoko is not as certain. Kyoko is not a certain other character from the sequel. With that in mind, she is second hottest. Y'all are trolling. You're trolling. She's not even number 2 in this game. She's like number 5 in this game. Y'all are trolling. I mean, there were bones in there, human bones. How could you have known?
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in the box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Bro got his frickin' skull cracked. Holy. Those bones, that body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? Same man she's been searching for? Oh, hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out, and according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's... '30s? What age is Kyoko? He's surely 36, right? Yeah, he's 36, right? Obviously, of course. Of course. It's a very polarizing approach, so we've seen this already. Sorry, Rex, did you miss the rack? I don't care about the rack. The rack can frickin' like that. Dude, the frickin' rack might as well not exist. It'd be better for them. And in fact, you can't even see the rack. You never see Kyoko's rack, because she got the frickin' coat on. She's like the girl from Persona 4. What was her name? What's the frickin' P4 girl with the frickin' massive tits that you never saw? Frickin' tomboy. I can't remember. Anyway. The only ones who are alive at the start of the killing game were those 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to
In other
assume
words,
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. Well, she did that for sure. But was that all there was to it? Oh, it's back. I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. See, that's the peak right there. That is Hope's Peak right there. Like, you don't... That's it. That's it. That's the peak of Hope. It doesn't get any better than that. Holy. Screw the rack, man. Will you freaking give me that angle any day of the week? Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added to the troop bullets. That's gonna be relevant? I guess it'll probably be relevant if Byakugan is like, the mastermind is the headmaster, and we're like, no, we found the headmaster, he got frickin' boxed up like it was a Fortnite match. GG. This picture. Uh-oh. Rex is smoking crack? What do you mean not even in the top 3? Number 1 Toko. well, it's probably between 1 and 2 for Toko and Celeste. They're pretty close. So you have Toko and Celeste at 1 and 2. Hina's 3. Or you could argue frickin' Junko's at 3. Junko and Hina are fighting it out for 3rd and 4th. So maybe she's 5th? Maybe top 5? Maybe? Possibly. Maybe. This picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. You hear that? It's pretty old. Must be 18, at least. Good lord. Wait, is this a picture of... oh, wait, that's it? That's it? That's all we get? That's crazy. Uh-oh. Why is she looking like that? Why is she looking like that?
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... we got her back. To now find something like this. Look at that, she doesn't look like a bitch there. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that great? She's not some frickin' tramp over there. She's not all like, I'm the master detective, and I hate my dad, and all you guys can kill yourselves, I'm gonna solve the mystery on my own. You know, she's just being chillin'. Look at that. See, let's peek. Zam, that's one great photo. Exits everywhere. Pre-rank Kyoko. Yeah, you see, there it is, boys. I'm over here frickin' preaching the no-rack philosophy, and then you're telling me it's all over the frickin' screen. Well, there you go, man. Frickin' get the rack out of here, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know about this severe, but, you know, still, you get the point. You get the gist. And the jizz, probably. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Who did you think it was? Did you think it was Master Detective Makoto from frickin' Code Red? Oh, we got another look. Look, the frickin' mansion in the background, by the way. Talk about money. Holy shit. Holy shit, y'all complain about Byakugan's money. Hello? Also, why does the dad look like frickin' generic anime main character 57? Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here, and now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Look at this bitch! Look at this! Wait, bro died, probably protecting her, and she's like, damn you, it's all your fault, you dickhead. Like, hello? Has there ever been a worse father? Oh my god, Kyoko, frickin' relax. Holy shit, what a bitch. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster has been added to the true bullets. Oh yeah, we're just holding on to that as evidence. That's our evidence, by the way. That's the only reason we're taking it. Yep, that's the only reason we're taking it. That attitude on her sexy AF. Thought you like bitchy girls? Well, yeah, there's Caroline and then there's this. They're two different things. They're completely different. They're not even close to similar. They're nothing alike. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out. But do you only like little brainy girls? Okay, look, just because Caroline is that doesn't mean that that's the only reason that she's fire. There's other reasons. Like the torturing. The torturing is a good reason. And the outfits are cool. I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. You sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Oh, really, Mrs. I hate my dad. I'm going to ignore this whole room just because of my frickin' dad's dead right there. I bet he's laughing at me right now from the grave, that dickhead. Okay, man, sure. I'll do the investigating then, fine. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... How is this? An e-handbook? In case of emergency? It's an e-handbook and has a label on it that says in case of emergency. Let's crack it open. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk. This would be pretty cool. Rex is a predator? No, dude, didn't deny it. I didn't deny it because I didn't freaking read it, hello? Of course I'm not, obviously. Rex wants to get tortured by a Dude, we've already established Caroline is a million infinite years old between dream and reality. It's all chill. We're cooking. It's fine. Handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what this is. Rex likes Dominic rolls? Thank you, Joey. Appreciate it. For sure, absolutely. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Why can't we read it? I don't need it. If you don't want to, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Like, yeah. I never let anything get in the way of the truth, but I actually hate my dad so much I'm willing to risk not bringing this evidence and trolling the entire frickin' mystery and getting us all killed just because I hate him that much.
Hey.
Like, come on. Listen. Rex the booster seat robber. That's fire. That's fire. Not because it's true. It's just it's a funny title. It's a new one. It's a new one I've not heard before. I will use it in the future. Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more.
Hey.
But could you leave? How dare you? What are you gonna do? Piss on his bones or something? Frickin' Freaky Freud over here. Freaky Freud, just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Yeah, I bet you would. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. Yeah, you're gonna take your frickin' dad's bones. The hell is wrong with you? I just need to calm down a little. I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were gonna say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. The problem can't be solved so easily. Alright.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please just give me some time to myself. Oh, okay. Fine. I never let anyone get in the way of an investigation, but because we found this and I hate him so much, I'm gonna sit here and frickin' berate his dead body and dance on his dead bones, instead of figuring out the mystery. But I never let anything get in the way of an investigation. Yeah, screw you, Kyoko. Damn you. Let's check the frickin' thing. Rex probably drives a wife fan. Interesting. Lanov? The hell is that? Lanov. The heck is that? God, how you wish you'd piss on your bones. Oh no, oh no. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. Unlucky. Dude, every chance they have to show the femboy, they just freaking spam him. Crazy. Kyoko's gonna take your bone. No, she's gonna take some bones. How many bones do you think she's going for? Which bones do you think she's going for? The femur? Femur, maybe? Femur's a big one, but it's a challenge, probably. This killing game began with 16 participants. Okay. I think she's going for the skull, maybe. Skull would probably be the big bad one. Okay. Yeah, Junko's the only one that was killed by the Murakumo. Interesting. I thought, for some reason I was thinking there might have been a second one that I forgot. But no, it was just Junko. It was only Junko. Okay. Including Mukuro, even she's undeniably dead. I think her identity will also be important to the story. Maybe not, but I think the fact that she had a mask on forever is maybe somewhat relevant. I think the fact as well, the Monokuma eye on the mask at least proves that she was working with the mastermind, which we already knew anyway, but still. Because the time she kidnapped us in the frickin' back room and stuff. Maybe. Which leaves me, Byakuya. Byakuya. Hero. Togot. Ina. And Kyoko. Only these 6 people are still alive, then there's no question. Well, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be somewhere. There just has to be. No. We will see. Ashling, Delanov, Gas. Oh, Jesus. I know you're frickin' Google translating, but I don't remember the frickin' words. Is Lanov? Lanov is like a baby, right? Or a frickin' kid? Not frickin' a kid, but like, you know what I mean. Why is the Eye of Horus on the frickin' wall? Yo, that go hard as a frickin' ore though. Look at the ore. That shit goes hard. Dude, I could make that shit my logo, but just change the eye to like a frickin' Ahego eye. And then it's like an ore with the frickin'... Dude, that'd be something. Dude, we could be cooking with that one, maybe. We can go in the draft room. Oh shit. What the heck happened here? This room is filled with lockers? Must have been for the Holmes Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. The fact that some of them are bolted up is oddly suspicious. Just a little bit. Looks like this locker's already broken. But is there nothing in any of them? In any of the broken ones? I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Are you... Is he blind? Bro, this is like in freaking Resident Evil, where there's like a little pebble on the side that's blocking your path and you can't possibly get through it. Good lord. Can't imagine any way to get it open. No, neither can I, man. It's impossibly locked. Metal plant mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no That's everything in here. Nothing else. That's it. Okay. Alright, interesting. Maybe I should look around a little. Oh, never mind. I thought when we got the coin thing to pop up, it was like finished. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you got the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the 2nd floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up, so does that mean? Let's just give it a try. Emergency one. Took out my handbook and ran it across the reader, and then... no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. How about the emergency handbook? Okay. Took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader. Just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. Nope, don't see anything that could be a clue. Really? What about this one? Eh? How about this one? Aha! This thing is practically empty. So I guess this ebook is like a freaking skeleton key handbook type thing. Ashling Rex the Monarch Hela Lanai? No, bruh, I don't freaking remember my Irish, I couldn't tell you. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside that could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. Yeah, the owner who's freaking a box of bones. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? Spoiler alert? The real killer in the end is actually Kyoko's hymen, which spews a toxic gas that causes hallucinations and violence. You're immune to the effects because you have a similar immune system to her. Can you not read your language? Well, it's just that it's like super broken, so... It's kind of like if you... I don't know how to explain it, but the words don't make sense out of context, I guess. I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Home's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So this means that this must be... This means that Mukuro or Junko must be also one of frickin' the headmaster's daughters. So the killer and Kyoko might be sisters. That could be something. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Or maybe this is just Kyoko's book, which would make sense. But it wouldn't, because when did she talk to him, you know? It is something. Essentially, he wrote some facts about me in my language. Well, that's unfortunate. Kyoko's hype is so important, I can't wait to get through it. This is supported by the biological congruency theorem, which says that those who share an immune singularity are less likely to contract disease from their near counterparts. Is that true? That's kinda cool. You said you want a child for right. And then you want your right to bleed. Bleed pretty. Bleed pretty. What does that even mean? Is Creakador Arax? Creakador? The hell is a freaking Creakador? Herman is spitting facts? I hope so. Creakador. No clue. Never heard of that word. I knew, but I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. Like, yes, but That means she's just lying about seeing her dad before. What she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. Oh, well, I guess this could be part of the, making her, like, forget all her memories and stuff. And maybe he didn't, like, abandon her, but they changed her memories to think that, maybe. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing, but when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Okay. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair among us. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Or there's a second despair. So we're saying it's Junko and Mukuro? I don't think Mukuro is going to be all that important to the cast, to be honest. Is no, brother, come on. Could also be Planted Material, the book. I don't think so. Although, that is a good point. The Mastermind did plant fake info before with the Sakura suicide note. So I guess it could be. I mean, the only way we can know is to ask Kyoko about it, but Makoto's probably going to be a pussy and not say anything. So that wouldn't be ideal. That's interesting. Could I have missed that? Is that something that, like, I could have missed, by the way? Like, could I have gone into the final investigation without that as a clue? Because that would be hella disgraceful if that's the case. Alright, let's have a look at this door. Let's have a look at the rest of them. There probably won't be anything in these, but might as well check. What the heck? This is Heroes stuff, isn't it? Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Isn't this Heroes stuff? This is a crystal ball. No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up on the notebooks I saw. The moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Hero. The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hero came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. Okay. So, that clears up a bit of the confusion then, right? Because that means that what I was thinking was that there was some, like, time travel bullshit, or, like, the deaths were all faked, where you know, you're all living here and you're chilling, and then when you die, you frickin' just leave the school. Like, or you just, like, walk out, like you're chilling. That was my theory, was that, like, nobody actually dies, they just get out, and it's like, oh, you lost the game, so, GG, Nori. Which could still be true. But, now we're saying that there was also another layer where before we got to the school, they actually were already attending. And I mean, that does make sense, because I think they said that Hero is the oldest of us all, right? I'm pretty sure Hero's the oldest one, so he's like a second year or third year, I think. I think they said something about that, but I can't remember. We were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes, so what is the notebook? Okay. We gotta talk about the elephant in the room. And no, it's not frickin' me or Hifumi. What if they're pulling a Code Ran here? What if this is exactly like Code Ran, where the people are just clones or fakes or frickin' dolls or something, and you have frickin' you have all your boys down here, and they're all frickin' just clones. Like, what if they're just doing Code Ran again? Would they really do that? Cause that would explain the pink blood again. But would they really do it again? They couldn't possibly. They could not possibly do it again. There's no frickin' way. They wouldn't do it twice. I'd be frickin' pissed if they did it twice. I'm so curious if I could have just not found this. Could I have really missed this and just not seen it at all? Did it get added to the clues and stuff or no? Let's see. Yes. No. No, it didn't. Kyoko's one did. Oh no, it did. Never mind. I'm really curious if I could have missed that. And y'all aren't saying anything, which makes me think that there's stuff that I need to find, and you're just not gonna let on. Oh no. These lockers had to belong to previous students, so why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation, but if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Yeah, that's everything in there. I wonder if there is a time limit. And if there is a time limit, is it a time limit or is it a rooms visited limit? Maybe it's like you can only enter a certain number of rooms? Wanted to make sure there wasn't like another secret room in here or anything. We can't go in here for some reason, which is odd. Uh-oh. Just wait till you find Fumi's Viagra. Think we're about to, huh? We might be about to. Oh, there's frickin' Kyoko, the remains of Kyoko's hymen, oh no. GG. This bed is completely torn apart. The blood is in a suspicious position, that's all I'll say. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Any clues though? Opened the door just a crack, glanced inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Alright. There's gotta be something of note in here. Can't look at the notes on the floor, and you can't look in the dresser. What is that? No, I don't want to look at the door. There's gotta be something more than that in here. That's all that's in here? Okay. I think I might save here, just on the off chance that, like, you can miss clues. Maybe. I'm assuming you maybe can, probably. It seems like the type of thing that is gonna be possible at this stage. Because Joey was talking about a true ending, or like a good ending, which makes me think that if we miss like an important part, then we won't actually win, or maybe there are some bait clues that will lead us the wrong way, so we shouldn't find everything, or we shouldn't at least believe in everything too hard. That's interesting. Did I miss anything? I feel like there was more than three rooms that I could have gone into. This game has 16 endings? Ah, okay. Well, that's interesting. That means the clues don't matter then. Okay, cool. Thank you for the information. Why is the Eye of Horus here? Is there, it really is just the 3 rooms. Okay, I thought there was one more for some reason. I guess the bathrooms. They were throwing me off maybe. Yeah, I can't go in those. Sure. Okay, that's fine. Can't wait to see if you get the true ending. Well, I'm assuming that the 16 endings are you choose between the 16 students as to who the murderer is. And if you get the right one, it's the true ending. It's the only thing I can assume. Is there anything else secret here that I need? Technically, we can go into everyone's rooms, right? If all the doors are unlocked. So, can I go into Hero's room? I don't have any reason to want to go inside. Really? I don't have any reason. None. Not a single bit of reason. How about Junko? Oh, Junko's room. The door's unlocked. But it has nothing to do with my investigation. No time for detours now. Does it say that about the other dead people? Oh, it does. Okay, that's fine. Map. Is anybody around here? No, nobody's here. Would there be anything in the bath? No. I'm just trying to think if there's like anywhere aside from where they've told me to go that there might be clues. Would the trial room have clues? Probably not. The AV room. Have I found any tapes or anything that I could use in there? No. Store's gonna be nothing, the exit's gonna be nothing, nurse's office will be nothing. Gym is also nothing. I think I'll just sweep each floor now. This bathroom could be something, because this had the secret room. I want to see if they put anything back in there. I'm just kind of curious on that. I should probably avoid going in and out of there too much. Okay, so that is completely irrelevant, because they just have that permit lost. Okay, that's fine. So that means nothing, fine. The pool is meaningless, that's fine. Classroom, also probably meaningless, unless anybody is in any of them. Doesn't look like it, that's fine, nobody's on this floor. I guess I'll check the archive room in the library just in case, but I can't imagine there's anything. The only thing that could be interesting is if there's any... Maybe this letter was part of Monokuma's setup too. Maybe he wanted us to find it and then he acted all upset and crazy. I'm not sure anyone watching the broadcast would just eat that kind of drama up. Oh. I want to see if there's anything in here. There probably isn't, but there could be something about like Kyoko and her dad maybe that we looked over before. No, maybe not. Probably not, but I think it's worth checking. Okay, nothing. Fine. I just wanted to check that for my own sanity. I don't want to end up missing anything and then being super freaking pissed. Because if I walk past something that I could have gotten, I will be livid. These are still both at all. Sure. 2B. That's fine. Okay. Floor 3, and then I'll just do whatever the game told me to. That's fine. 3. Anything on 3. The physics lab. I should go physics lab again. I should. Rec room. There's not gonna be anything in there. The art room will have nothing. I think the physics room would be worth checking for the big machine though. I wanna see this oxygen machine again. I just wanna check this. Do we have anything different to say about it? Huge machine like this, could it really be just an air purifier? Okay, nothing different about that. Alright. Okay. Do you know what I'm kind of a bit annoyed about? The whole thing at the very beginning of the game about the boys having like a toolbox and the girls having a sewing kit. That never had any relevance. Right? I don't remember it having any relevance at all. Which is kinda pretty disappointing actually when you think about it. So we did the data lab, can't do that anymore. These classrooms, the office, headmaster's room, let's try this. This probably has something. Gyakugan, headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. This will be relevant. If there's anything in here that Kyoko didn't find, that'll be interesting. But I don't think there will be. Because Kyoko ransacked this place. So if there's any new evidence, then it has to be bad. It has to be. Yo, Byakugan, my god. Byakugan. There are documents scattered all over the floor, somehow it makes me feel anxious. Okay. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. This is exactly the same layout as the gym case, which is kinda odd. Holy moly, it's freaking redacted, 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 and redacted. The goals.
Come on.
Hey Makoto,
Not possible.
are you ignoring me? Think I'll forgive that just because you're you?
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. Oh, well, my bad. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Sure. You find Kyoko's hymen? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It is on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78 student registry. Kyoko found this, but she only took one page out of it. Is Hiro in it? Contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So, in other words,
Apparently Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room?
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. Yes. And since the rest of her profiles are listed in there along with
In
hers,
other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy just like the rest of us. Sure, yeah. Mukuro Ikasaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Oh, what do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. Because it's all ripped and crumpled. Don't even tearing the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get it as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct, Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages.
so in other words,
When it comes to this profile, there is more information about Mukuro that we still don't have. What kind of info is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? Seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I wonder if when he died, if we could figure out when he died, that'd be interesting. Because that would at least determine how long he had this class assembled for. You'd have to assume it was pretty recently, but could he have been a part of the tragedy? Maybe he died in the tragedy? It's possible, I guess. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mokuro reappeared suddenly. She's peak. She's peak. Why didn't we get to see her with the mask off? Oh my days. Holy peak. Hello? Bruh. We got frickin' Kyoko instead of this. Hello? Bruh. Are we serious? That's ridiculous. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Home's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. You know who does have scars? Frickin' Kyoko. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a pair of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or, maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
Maybe. What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should know. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? Hell yeah, I did. It was the frickin' first thing I noticed. Holy moly. Holy peak. Picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? Well, it's gotta be Mukuro. The goal. Look at that. Bruh, we were robbed. We were frickin' robbed. Oh, what a shame. Girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. Oh, so peak, man. And further information about the girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 2 separate measurements, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Why were we robbed of this peakness? Why? Who decided that we were going to be robbed of this? Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me? Like if she has a nice body? She has a peak body. My boy Byakugan, holy peak.
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. No, come on Byakugan. I thought we were chilling, man. I thought we were homie dogs, no? Screw you, Byakugan. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? What, is he trying to say? Yeah. There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Eh? I mean, the hair is different. But, like, really? Really? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakugan's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. But then who's the dead broad? Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to use, so I suggest you pay attention to my goat. Let me know. You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. Don't confirm my newly found suspicions, Byakugan. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. There is an argument to be made that Kyoko could be the mastermind. There is. The journal about, oh no, I freaking love my dad. Oh wow. It's too suspicious. But who's that dead body then? If we're saying that dead body, can we see that? Can we see a picture of the dead body? I'd like to see that frame again. I want to see who it might be. I guess it could be one of the bodies from, like, a previous class. I guess it could be, but the hair was brown. The femboy has brown hair. Who else had brown hair that was dead? That could look like a girl. Saika's hair is brown. Also Saika's rocked out. Like, are they trying to say the frickin', are they trying to say that whatchamacallum is alive? Mukuro's still alive? Is that what we're saying? The body is fake, like we actually pulled the zilch again? That would be quite unfortunate if we pulled the zilch again. Chemistry lab. Did I ever go into the chemistry lab? I don't remember. Let's find out. Oh yeah, this was the poison blast. Never mind. That's all fine. Oh. Alright, let's go up to the top. Let's go off the top rope like frickin' Rey Mysterio. Cool. Alright, 5A, 5B, 5C, we were already down there in the Raw building. Rey Mysterio SmackDown though, I'm pretty sure. This is the dojo. Cool. Togo, my goal. Oh, Togo. So this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. You're literally peak. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Also, this frame is peak. Like, if you look at the bottom left, you get a glimpse of heaven. It's glorious. Absolutely peak. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea of what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. And nobody's gonna say that, but if they do, you'll probably frickin' coom. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? I thought you were into that shit. Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Wrong. Gah. Gah. I don't know why she always makes me say that. But the fact that all these lockers are available now, why can't we open all of them? Why can we only look at 6? They should all be open now. I feel like this could be irrelevant, but I don't know why. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. We found a clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. And we can't look at 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1. Really? Can totally imagine Sakura here using this to try and... What is it, a frickin' hay bell or something? There's really no hints in this class. At all? Really? Like, for real? Okay. That's interesting. I was expecting there to maybe be something. I don't know what I was expecting there to be, but I had a feeling there might be a little something. But I guess I'm wrong. Alright, let's go to the body room is the last place, I think. Let's check. Let's check what else I have to do. It is in True Bullets, I believe. Yeah, rooms to check. Headmaster's room, we did that one. Biolab, we did that. Didn't we? We did do Biolab. Yeah, it was the morgue. Monokuma door, did that one. Second floor of the dorm area. Did all those. In addition, the areas directly connected to Mukuro, the garden, and the dojo. We did not do... We did the dojo, right? So we just gotta do the garden. And then we will be good to go. Interessant. This place... Oh, never mind. I was about to say this place is different now, but I guess not. Huh? Yeah, body's gone. Yeah, that is something. It's gone. Well, yeah, they always get disposed of after the trial. What did you think? Mukuro's body is not here. Did you eat it? You big phallic looking penis. Damn you. Very interesting. What about the tool shed? Let's have a look. Maybe the body's in here, I better check. I highly doubt it. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? Corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That terp. A terp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. Well, yeah. Killer used the terp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clues behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on the corner of the terp. Biolab. Then this originally came from the biolab. Yes, of course. Pots. So those flower pots don't seem out of the ordinary here. I think I can check them off my list. What about the ropes? Freaking Toko, I'm surprised hasn't taken those. Okay. That's all I really need to check here. That means we're finished though. Poor chicken. Poor chicken. Poor chicken number one. He died too soon. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Really? I figure if we were going to stay here forever, we'd want to breed them, right? How else would we live forever? Oh, I guess the warehouse keeps getting stocked up over and over again, which is something. I'm not gonna leave here just yet, because I feel like if I leave, I'll save first, because I feel like once I leave this room, we're gonna get like just tossed into the frickin' trial. Because we've explored everywhere as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Okay.
This is a school announcement.
Is it really?
Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
Well, I'm freaking hurt, Monokuma. You better be careful. You better not catch me with that freaking belly button of yours, Boko.
Well then, since you're all
Or
giving
the
it
right
your
side of your
best,
mouth.
your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Oh.
For those of you who are interested, Please make your way to the gym
Ooh.
ASAP possible.
Gonna run out of time. This trial will take a full stream? Oh shit. Okay. It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap, but even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? We at the gym. We gymming. We gymming. Oh baby, we gymming. Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, where? There's no point in trying to stop him. You ran off like a frightened animal. What was his first words he said? No, nothing. Okay. Hero. It's like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Yeah, the trial takes a while. This is the big one. It is the big one, but here's my thinking, right? I was going to think... I was thinking about doing the art stream on the next stream, which will be Monday. But I guess if we're on the final stream, I should probably do the final stream, right? On Monday, probably. Does this just launch me into the trial, or is this really a hint? I'm curious. Why am I the only one here? Are you gonna give me more motive to kill? That'd be quite funny. If we had another murder before this one. Could you imagine that? He wiggles his way out of this by having a second murder, so his trial is voided. And then he just creates a new trial? That'd be hilarious. Welcome, are you ready for the hint? Just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. Okay, the envelope. You sure, Monokuma? Okay. Monokuma's freaking tiny. Oh wait. This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope. I'm very curious about what this is. And I'm also very curious if this is a different envelope to the one that Hero got. Or will it be related to Hero? What I found was a single photograph. It's gonna be a class photo. It's gonna be a class photo with everybody. It's gotta be. What else could it be? And look whose face is freaking hidden. Oh, the only one. The only one. Eh? Eh? Y'all see the color of her tie? Y'all see her tie color, yes? Cool. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. Huh. Bruh. Mukuro is such a freaking baddie. Why don't we get freaking Mukuro? Damn. I'm kinda curious about this. Everybody who was friends before seem to kind of be friends here, right? Like, you have the Femboy and Hina together, and Toko and Byakugan. You have Kyoko there. I wouldn't have expected Kyoko. But still, I think that's okay. Your man has the pudgy princess camera. God, Celeste is a body. Holy shit. I'm trying to look for anything else suspicious. Aside from Junko's face being hidden and her having a tie the same color as Monokuma, I don't really see anything. Is there anything that dates this photo at all? The one interesting thing is we must be the one taking the photo, right? Like, we must be the photographer, that's why we're not in the picture. That's something I never even thought of before, like who was the photographer for the other photos? I never thought about that. Okay, I think this is fine then. I don't think there's anything new gonna be in here. Right? No. Okay. There's everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. Yeah. She's the only one I don't recognize. Well, you should. We saw a photo of her like 5 minutes ago. But that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba. I guess she does look... She looks younger on the left, but I don't think that means anything. I don't think that dates it. I think it's just that the image on the right is in lower resolution, so she looks older. I don't think it's that deep. And this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that. Just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. Uh-oh. Well, I have just realized something else. Uh-oh. Okay. Isn't the whole premise of the game is like he talks about the murder and he's like, it's about the chaos and the peace or something, right? And Monokuma's black and white, and you have the kind of like yin-yang thing going on. You could say the Mukuro is like black, Junko's white. Maybe. They're posed the exact same way, and they're symmetrical. Like, they're symmetrical in the photo, they're posing the same way. That can't be a coincidence. Like, that has to be important, yeah? And they're both just, like, deadpan staring at the frickin', like, straight ahead. Celeste is doing the same pose, but she's not looking straight ahead, so I don't think she's relevant to this. Oh. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Well, you're not there, so you can't say we, because you're not in it. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. Well, because you're probably taking it. I'd say the only real kind of evidence that we're the ones taking it is the fact that Sayaka's given us the peace sign. Like, we were buddy-buddy with Sayaka. I guess Hina too. Hina's also kind of like admires our character a little bit. And the only one not there, the picture is all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. I'm kinda curious why they're hiding Junko's face. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm not a fan of that. Like, there has to be a reason, right? And why, if you look at her, like, at her eye, or like, where, if you look at the, like, where her hair kind of kicks out to the right, like right beside the bowl, to the left of the bowl, there's like a little black there. Why? That shouldn't be. Like, that shouldn't be. Unless it is her eye, but like, I don't think it should be. So I don't know what that is. Is like half her face black? Probably not. Might be stretching there, but like, it just seems odd to hide that. I don't know. Just seems a bit odd. Anyway. But if this picture is real, Netanyahu approved, then could that mean, could it be, everyone else, and just me, everyone here except me is... How long are you going to keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet? Hamlet reference, the goat.
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out. But I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I give you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Dugret. Cool. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Nice. Group photo. You see, I have... Why are the two... I don't want it to be the two of them, I just want it to be one of them. Because if it's two of them, that makes it complicated. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Do we meet anybody here in the hallway? How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? No. But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. It would be very funny if this whole game was just a conspiracy to kill Osa and Osa. That'd be kind of funny. Notice how the chat of Fumi is in the center. Oh, the mastermind's hiding in plain sight. Oh shit, man! I never thought about it like that. Holy, damn, dude! I should vote for him when they ask me who the mastermind is. I should say it's Fumi. I know y'all can't answer this without spoiling, but I feel like I have to ask. When we get to the end, am I only going to be voting for one person? Because they're kind of hinting at whether it's a group or one person, and I think just like Monokuma, for the rules to be fair, if I'm guessing frickin' one person, or where was my frickin' one person? If I'm guessing one person, I feel like y'all gotta let me know to make it fair. Cause I can, like, it wouldn't be fair otherwise, right? Can't say. I don't think that's... I think the rules are a little unfair then. How about this, right? If it turns out at the end that I have to vote for more than one person, you will allow me that, right? Like, yes. I think that's fair. I think that's more than fair, yeah. Oh, I gotta go dining hall here. Oh shit, is everyone frickin' having a secret meeting without me? They're all having a frickin' secret meeting without me? can't say. I can't say that you're in for a treat here in the ending. Monokuma will say if it's important. Monokuma will say if it's important. Okay. Okay, sure. That's fine. Interesting. I'm just curious, right? Because I feel like if any of ye know what the frickin' ending is, which ye do, I feel like ye have to set the conditions of the bed or whatever. Because if I don't know, like, what's gonna happen, or how it's gonna be frickin' ruled, I don't know, man. Maybe. Justina. Okay. I think I'll leave it here then. I think I'll leave it here then. Drawing time? Don't start the trial this stream. I won't. I'm gonna stop here. But I do have a bit of a concern, kinda, a little bit, because I cannot stream tomorrow. I can't stream till Monday. And I currently owe 8 frickin' Erts, which is too many. So Monday stream, we have options, right? I guess I could do the Erts off stream, but then that would defeat the purpose, so like there's literally no point. So we have Earth, and then we have frickin' finished Danganronpa. I don't know if doing the Earth after the game will be as hyped though. I feel like if I finish the game, y'all won't be as hyped about it. I don't know. What are we thinking? Try Diana Pragmata? Oh, you mean like this stream? Oh, no. No. I'm freaking hopping out now, because it's freaking... It's not even 2 AM right now, it's 3 AM, I guess, technically. Or is it? I don't know. No, it's like 2 AM. How long have I been streaming? Holy shit, I don't know. That's probably important to check. How long have I been streaming? Oh shit. Wait, no, I think this is fine. I think it's fine. I think. I'm not sure. Maybe. Posted a reference? Okay. Interesting. I'll check that later, I guess. But... Did we just finish the game one day? I guess so. I guess I'll have to finish the game one day. You think it'll take more than 4 hours? Think it'll take more than 4 hours for the next stream? It's early or an hour early? I'm not. I'm not, the time's changed. Will this cast take more than 4 hours, you think? You think it'll take 5? Because if it'll take 5, I can start Monday stream early. I could do 5 hours instead of 4 if it's gonna be longer, just to make sure we get it done. What do we think? Think it'll take 3 to 4? I'll probably start a little bit early, just to make sure, right? I'll maybe start like half an hour early, at least. Just to be certain. Possibly. Okay. Alright, cool. Well, anyway, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. I hope to see you all again next time. And hopefully, I probably should start uploading... I should start uploading and editing Danganronpa, shouldn't I? I probably should. I don't know though. Should I upload it? Should I just leave it as streams? I might do as videos. I might just like shorten everything down and just kind of summarize it, make everything short. Probably. Wait for your character drawings till after the game's finished. Should potentially be about an hour and 30 minutes, maybe a little more. You think it'll just be an hour and 30 minutes? Interesting. Definitely make one Rompa video. Yeah, I'll just do the intro video. I'll just be like, yeah, I played Danganronpa, and then I beat Danganronpa, and I just post like the first 10 minutes of the game. kind of sucks that I have to, like, delete half of the frickin' first stream because of the audio settings being ass. Kind of unfortunate, but anyway. Whole game in one vid. Yeah, just a 10-hour video. Took you about 2 hours. Oh, really? Okay, that's not bad then. Rampa retrospective, I played Rampa in 26. Maybe. I just hope I'm right with frickin' Junko. Cause I feel like I've committed to that guess now, yeah? I'm kinda committed. I don't know. I don't wanna be committed. If I am committed, I'm cool. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you for watching, appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday to finish the game. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is 3 streams. And first stream will be the Joey Arts. Then the next stream will be... I guess we'll have to decide. Cause do I want to do another 4 Diana Pragmatas? Like another 4? Really? We're gonna do another 4? Come on. Can do a little better than that maybe. And then Friday, I guess if we're wrong, if I'm wrong about Junko, if my guess is wrong, we're gonna be doing Sushi Kyoko. So, hopefully not. Hopefully Friday will be a much more chill stream, and it'll be, maybe I won't even stream. Maybe I'll just take a break after meeting Danganronpa. How about that? How about that? How about I just scam the fans as this and just not do it? Don't mind if CNN goes first, then yours on Thursday. Interesting. Need at least 15 Dianas for the Pragma videos. Yeah, but I don't need a backlog of 15, you know. I'll probably like use one for the streams over and over again and just change the number. That'll probably be fine for streams. And then I'll just use the rest for videos. But interesting. Anyway, we'll see when we get there. So, thanks again for watching, appreciate it, and I will see you back on Monday for the finale, the grand finale of Danganronpa #1. And, you know, we'll see. If it's super duper peak, we might even play Danganronpa 2. How about that? Alright, have a good night everybody. Bye bye.